The Lithuanian Air Force, or LAF, is the military aviation branch of the Lithuanian Armed Forces. It is formed from professional military servicemen and non-military personnel. Units are located at Siaurai Military Airfield near the city Siaurai at Radviliškis and Kaunas. History: 1919 to 1940. After the declaration of Lithuania to be an independent state on February 16, 1918, the most urgent task of the new government was to organize a military force that could repel enemy armies that were coming from all sides. The first order for the creation of a Lithuanian army came on November 23, 1918. In January 1919, an engineering company was formed within the military, which contained an aviation squad. On March 12, 1919, the group was reorganized into an aviation company and became an independent military unit. Its leader was appointed to be Marine Engineer Officer Petras Petronis. This date is considered to be the birthday of the Lithuanian Air Force. Between March and December 1919 and between 1932 and 1940, the Kaunas Military Aviation School operated in that city. The school trained officers in many aviation disciplines: pilots, observers, gunners and mechanics. The first aircraft was taken by the Lithuanian military from the Red Army on February 5, 1919, at the city of Giesnas. On February 27, 1919, 8 new reconnaissance aircraft, LVGCV, were received. They had been purchased in Germany. In June, 5 more aircraft were purchased. In the following years, some aircraft were taken as war booty and repaired in Lithuanian aviation workshops. Many were purchased from various countries and a number were built by native designers Jurgis Dobkevičius and Antanas Gustaitis. The Lithuanian military aviation was active in battles with the Red Army and Polish military units. The pilot performing the most military sorties was Jurgis Dobkevičius, who later became the first Lithuanian aircraft designer and builder. On May 12, 1920, Vytautas Rauba was the first Lithuanian aviator to lose his life in an aircraft crash. On October 4 of the same year, in a fight with the Polish military, the first aircraft with a Lithuanian crew was shot down. The pilot of the aircraft, Juozas Kumpis, leader of Lithuania's 1st Air Squadron, was severely injured and died as prisoner of the Polish military. Starting in 1920, the military aviation branch was renamed a number of times, and sometime after 1928 it was named to the equivalent of the Lithuanian Air Force. The Lithuanian Air Force supported and encouraged various aeronautics-related activities, such as the sport of gliding. In 1933, in cooperation with Aero Club of Lithuania, they helped establish Lithuanian Gliding School in Nidra and sent their only experienced glider pilot, Gregorius Radvenis, to be the school's instructor and supervisor. In 1940, the Lithuanian Air Force consisted of 8 air squadrons, including reconnaissance, fighter, bomber and training units. Air Force bases had been established in the cities and towns of Kaunas, Zagoriskis, Siaurai, Zokniai, Panevėžys, Pajuostis. In the summertime, airports in the cities of Palanga and Rukla were also used. A total of 117 aircraft and 230 pilots and observers were listed in the books at the time. After 1992, on the 23rd of January 1992, the Minister of Defense signed an order establishing the staff for the aviation base of the aviation service. But an actual base in the Siaurai airport territory was not established until March. when according to the ordinance of the Government of Lithuanian Republic, all the infrastructure, buildings, territory and 24 and 2 aircraft were passed from Lithuanian Airlines to the aviation service of the Ministry of Defense in January 1992. On the 12th of June 1992, the first time after regaining the independence of Lithuania, and 2 aircraft, marked with the double cross of Vytis on its wings, the distinguishing sign of Lithuanian Air Force, took off from Barisha Airfield. This date is considered to be the aviation base foundation date. In February 1993, 4 L-39C Albatros aircraft were brought from Kyrgyzstan. After the 1st of March 1993, aviation service was reformed to the Lithuanian Air Force and aviation base was renamed the first aviation base of the Lithuanian Air Force. In January 1994, Lithuania officially applied for NATO membership. From 1995 to 1999, according to a decree of Lithuanian government, the first aviation base was relocated to Zoknai Airfield nearby Siolrai, which was used for fighter wing, radio electronic fight and reconnaissance squadrons dislocation during the Soviet occupation. According to the decree of the Minister of Defense of the Republic of Lithuania Linas Linkevičius, the first aviation base and the second aviation base were reorganized into the Lithuanian Air Force Aviation Base as of the 1st of October 2004. Up to 2004, there were only light attack jet aircraft and transport aircraft located at the airbase. After the reconstruction of 1st and 2nd air bases, helicopters are located at the airbase too. Structure: the Lithuanian Air Force headquarters and the Airspace Surveillance and Control Command are located in Kaunas, while the Airspace Control Center is stationed nearby in Karmelava. Airbase and Air Force Armament and Equipment Repair Depot are located in Siolrai. The Air Defense Battalion, formed in 2000, is located in the Radviliškės district. Airbase. The staff, aircraft and equipment of the airbase participated in many international training missions abroad and at home. Main tasks of the airbase are host nation support for NATO Baltic air policing forces, search and rescue, passenger, cargo and VIP transport, air medical evacuation, personnel deployment, Army and Navy air support, airbase personnel combat readiness training. Air Defense Battalion. The Air Defense Battalion's primary missions include defense state facilities of vital importance against military aviation attacks from the air in low and medium altitude, support land forces in fighting against ground armored technical equipment and in other events, train military personnel in carrying out combat tasks. Development of infrastructure is one key missions of the Air Defense Battalion currently in the stage of development. Airspace Surveillance and Control Command. The Airspace Surveillance and Control Command works closely with the Baltic States Air Surveillance System, BALTNET. The appropriate legal documentation of the BALTNET project was developed. The Reciprocal Memorandum of Understanding concerning military personnel training was signed among Lithuanian, Estonian, Latvian, and Danish ministries of defense. A regional airspaces surveillance coordination center, headquarters of the BALTNET project, was established in the LTAF Airspace Control Center and has been fully functioning since early 2000. Military personnel from all the 3 Baltic states serve as air surveillance operators at the center and rotate according to national timetables. The commander of the center is appointed for 2 years and represents one of the Baltic states. Armament and Equipment Repair Depot. The main tasks of Armament and Equipment Repair Depot: to perform periodical works of maintenance as well as minor and medium repair of LAF armament and equipment outdoors, to modernize LAF equipment according to contemporary aviation needs and NATO standards, to prepare technical requirements for organizing competitions of centralized repair, modernization and purchasing of equipment, to perform periodical works of maintenance, supervision and repair of life-saving equipment used in search and rescue works, under necessity, to perform works of maintenance and minor repair of special equipment of NATO partners, performing the function of air police in Lithuania, under necessity to provide proper room for ensuring minor repair operations of airplanes of NATO partners, raise the level of military and professional staff preparation in order to be able in future perform periodic maintenance and repair of Western-type aircraft. Baltic air policing. After Lithuania joined NATO organization back in 2004, its airspace is protected by NATO. NATO members provide usually 4 fighter aircraft, based in Lithuania, to police the Baltic states' airspace. The deployments rotate between NATO members, and most NATO members that operate fighters have made a deployment to Lithuania. The Baltic states are considering in the near future to protect their airspace on their own. Modernization. In line with the set priorities, the Lithuanian Air Force are implementing modernization plans. Since independence in 1991, the Lithuanian Air Force has bought 3 new C-27J Spartan military transport aircraft. They have replaced the older Soviet-era and 26. 2 L-39ZA aircraft underwent extension of technical resources in Romania 2007. Maintenance works included exhaustive checkup of the aircraft units, and major engine repairs. New navigation equipment GNS 530 was installed and radio communication sets changed in pilot cabins. These planes are used to train fighter control officers in air policing mission and fighter command officers. Also conducted was a complex program of capital overhaul, upgrade and modernization of the Air Force's helicopters Mi-8 and twin-engine short-range transport aircraft L-410. There are also plans put forward by the Lithuanian government to renew the helicopter fleet in 2014-2015. In 2013, up to 3 Eurocopter AS-565 Panther were ordered from France, for $72 million. Delivery is planned from 2015. The deal is financed by the EU, and these 3 new helicopters will be the first new air assets for the growing air service aircraft. Current inventory: retired aircraft. Previous aircraft operated by the Air Force consisted of the An-2 Colt, An-26 Girl, PZL-104 Wilga, and the Mi-2 helicopter.